Hello, everyone. Now, wow, this light makes me look like I've got yellow skin a little bit. Now, I know this is a little bit different, my hair, a little bit orthodox, but unfortunately, Mark is a bit under the weather today. So, he's decided to take a break, but the show must go on. So, I am your host, Mark, not Cooper. And I have a co-host with me, so don't you worry about that. My co-host tonight is a lovely Jean the Queen. There she is. Hello,
Hi,
Jean. How are you?
Fine.
So welcome everybody to the show. I hope you're all having a fantastic night. Like we said, it is Mental Health Monday. And if you've got anything that you'd like to say, please feel free in the comment. Ring the show. You won't be able to ring the show tonight, unfortunately. It's just going to be more of a talk show podcast. Have a little chit chat. And we got some news to go through anyway, so that'll be interesting. But to start off, how's your day been, Jean? Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. I've been teaching nearly all day.
What have you been teaching?
Music.
Music, piano.
Mainly. Piano and theory. Yeah.
And how long does that last for?
An hour.
An hour.
A piece.
And
yeah.
how many students do you have?
At the moment.
Or how many have you done today?
Today I've done 3 today.
3 today, so that's okay.
This afternoon, yeah.
Piano is such I think that's the best kind of instrument you can get, piano. That meet my personal.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben.
We are all right, thank you. Yes, hope Mark he will get well soon. He needs a rest. He does a lot. You know, when he's not on camera, he needs a rest. And we all know that Mark he's been through a lot in he's been through a lot in his life, and you know he does need to rest now and again. So let's all wish him well and hope he's back on Wednesday. American Shotgun 33 said, "Yo." Hello, American Shotgun, and hello everybody else out there who's not talking. Hopefully a few more people will come in soon. Like Cooper, see?
Yeah.
There he is.
Couldn't stop, could he?
Couldn't stop. Has to be involved somehow. Can't just rest and relax.
Can't just go to bed and do as he's told.
No, he can't. He can't just do what the doctor's saying and just rest. He has to be involved somehow. He'll probably be up in the second half. Back hosting it. Yeah, I don't know if it's the light.
Yeah, that
might be a little bit better. I think that yellow light was just making. Hello, Yoda. How are you? Call of Duty level is 303. I'm not too sure what that means, Ben. But yeah. Yeah, for everybody, like I said, Cooperman's not well, so he's resting tonight. It's just me and Jean, but Jean's here at 9 o'clock, and what more do you want? So we're going to talk a little bit about the show. Sorry, not the show. We're going to talk a little bit of news. We've got some news here. And if you want to chat, just put it in the comment section. We'll have a chit chat. If you've got anything that you want to talk about, put it in the comment section. We'll have a chit chat. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, tonight it's more your show.
No, it's their show. Their show.
Yeah.
Their show. It's their show. Yeah. So, like I said, yeah, feel free to ask away and stuff. But we'll talk about some news that's going around. And the first piece of news, I have it here on the trusty Raw Dogger laptop, is the body. There's been a body found in the river.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed that it was Nicola Booley.
That's right. Yeah.
She was missing for quite a while.
3 weeks.
3 weeks she was missing for.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of speculation going around and theories.
Yeah, disgusting.
There was a lot of, I especially saw on TikTok, there was quite pretty bad. I saw one TikToker who was kind of blaming or pointing the finger at her husband and her friend being in cahoots somehow, which is not nice at all.
Yeah.
I understand when somebody goes missing or something like this happens, it's...
The news coverage on this has been absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, we've got... a lot of people are missing now, a lot of people. There's a young man and his wife and a newborn baby, which has been missing now since January. Nobody can find them. We know they bought a tent and they're somewhere in this country, but nobody seems to know where they are.
No.
I mean, the the main thing is that newborn baby.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be
And that's hasn't hardly been covered
The-
at all.
no. Like I said, it's social. It's
social
media
media. And
who covers it.
And the papers and the family are actually blaming the ITV and Sky and the media and newspapers for all the coverage and all the things that wasn't right.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of people have blamed, you know.
There's been a lot of stress
Yeah.
on the family and a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
stress on friends and stuff, and a
Yeah.
lot of. I mean, even now, even after her body was found in the river,
Yeah.
people are still saying that they don't believe it. People are
Well,
still speculating
The,
that
the
something.
thing is, they haven't had a proper autopsy yet.
Not yet,
That
no,
comes out tomorrow, I believe. But until that autopsy's done, we don't know how long she's been in the river.
No.
Why they didn't find it before.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of people saying a lot of stupid things, really. And we don't know because we're not the experts on this.
Gimli glowing. I can just see it in the corner. It's just ready with a party too. Thank you, Gimli. I really appreciate that. And welcome to everybody that's joining into the show. It's just me and Jean the Queen tonight. Cooperman is taking a well-deserved rest as he's feeling a little bit under the weather tonight. So you stuck with me,
He's
unfortunately.
been poorly all day. He's been poorly for a couple of days,
Yes.
really.
My real plan is to phase Cooper out, get him kicked out of the house, take over, and Jean the Queen will adopt me eventually. That's the ultimate plan. So yeah, Nicola Bully. She was found in the river. This river, I think it chugs like, it chugs through. It's like it's constantly moving through.
Yeah,
through,
yeah, it does
constantly
move.
chugging as
Apparently, these people in London said that they could see everything,
right,
but they didn't see anything.
but he didn't see her.
No.
Oh yeah,
No.
it'll be interesting.
And she was found a mile away where there's a road directly on that way, And people are already
Speculating.
assuming things.
Yeah.
And they mustn't. We must wait for the autopsy
yeah.
to come out.
I think I said this at the start. It will be hard. I'll hold my hands up if they come out and say, yeah, there was third party involved. There was foul play. Then I'll be like, oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's just very hard for me to believe
It's
at
very
that
hard
time
to believe
of
anything.
for
at the
that time in the
moment.
morning. At that
Well,
that time, do you know, like
Yeah.
with that many people around,
Yeah.
yeah. But it'll be interesting to see how why and how because if you fall in a river,
Yeah. Well,
I'm like I said, I don't know if she could swim. I don't know if she was shocked. I don't know if she's hit her head. Like I said, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
anything. She could have been
I
pushed.
mean, you see, when a body falls in the river, after so long, it rises.
Yeah.
It does rise, and she got a padded coat on, and all that, which would bring her up, obviously. But as I say, it's very hard to say what's happened at the moment. We're just waiting now for the police.
Yeah,
to
we'll
come
wait
back.
for tomorrow.
And even they're going to be questioned about
Yeah,
this.
they're
There's
under
been houses,
scrutiny, yeah.
Even the Prime Minister's had something to say about it.
Yeah, it could be a lot of
So
reasons.
Could be a lot of reasons.
I mean, somebody could have put the body. Somebody could have had the body and,
Yeah,
and put it
of
there.
course they could.
Put it there, and
But
that's when they
they'll
found it.
find out when the autopsy's
Yeah.
done.
So our prayers go out to
Oh,
the
the
Booley
family,
family
yeah.
and everybody who's
The
heartbroken
children.
and the two children, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Such a sad state of events. What does everybody think in the chat? It'll be interesting to see what everybody else thinks. Whether they think it was foul play, whether they think it was an unfortunate accident. I know there was I think the news came out and said she was like a heavy drinker or something, which I thought.
They said they'd been called
Hello, Faye.
to the house because she had a drinking session, but
Sure.
it didn't say she was a. They didn't say she was a drunkard
No, yeah.
or that she was alcoholic.
Or
it
alcohol
didn't say
dependent
that,
or
no.
nothing. No.
And
No, I just remember an article in the news saying that
Yeah.
she
This is the
I don't know
problem.
the words specifically what they used, but I remember they were implying that she liked to have a
Yeah.
drink. But then again, who doesn't really?
Well, this
Who
is it,
doesn't
isn't it?
like?
I mean, to have a drink, is it like, just a glass of wine at night?
Sure,
or,
yeah. Or is
or
it?
is it
Is it a
10
bottle?
pints
Is
of
it a
beer
bottle
and
of wine at
a
night?
bottle
Yeah.
of wine and a,
Yeah, it's
there's a big difference, in
well,
what
yeah,
you
like I
have.
said, it'll be closure for most people, I suppose. It'll be interesting. Oi, oi, big man Chunk. Oh, Gary's in. Big
Hello,
man
Gary.
Chunk. He's two favourite people on the screen right now.
Yes, there you go, you see.
So yeah, like I said, folks, we're just talking about the body was found of Nicola Bulley in the river. A body was discovered 1 mile away,
Yeah.
where she was last seen on the morning of 27th of January. Her body was discovered 1 mile away, where she was last seen when she went in on the morning of
By 2
27th
dog
of January.
walkers.
By 2 dog walkers.
That's right.
So it'll be interesting to. Oh, where's Coop? Unfortunately, Cooperman's taking a
He's
break tonight.
poorly.
Yeah, he's feeling a little bit under the weather. He's taking a well-deserved rest. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was watching the show right now. So if you're watching, Cooper, you can say hello in the chat. We know you're watching.
We know you are.
Family, like you said, questioned the role of some sections of the media during the investigation, and accused journalists of misquoting or vilifying Miss Bulley's partner, Paul Ansell,
Yeah.
and relatives and friends. We saw that, yeah. Send my best, cook, I think he means goop. Send my
Yeah.
best. Spy, I can't see that, it's a bit dark, that one.
I don't know.
Spikey Decker, I think it says. Hey peeps, I think it's so dark on the screen, that one. So yeah, hello. Yeah, like I said, folks, what are your thoughts on this Nicola Bulley situation? The body's been found. Obviously, we'll find out what happens tomorrow. What are your thoughts? Me personally, I think it's an unfortunate accident. I think the media do have to hold up their hands, and some. I think TikTok as well.
Yeah.
I think some of the stuff that people put on TikTok was
some of the
disgusting.
stuff was
They made it really hard.
TikTok, Facebook,
Yeah,
all those internet things, all those
there's
Skype
there's
things,
still people there's still people out there who don't believe
Do you
it.
know, there's somebody, the police actually arrested somebody yesterday for digging up, looking for a body
Looking for a body. Where?
Yeah.
Where was that?
by the River Wye.
Oh, by the River Wire.
Yeah, where she fallen in. Well,
Mm.
where she was.
Interesting.
I mean,
So we got it's not another update. It's a story. It's an update on the story. We all know about the Turkey.
they've had.
We'll go to that. I think Faye says, I think it's strange. Going back to it, what we just said. I think it's strange she got found so close to where there was so much media about. Unfortunately, it isn't fair on the family who have to go through
No, it's not.
this while missing someone is so close to them. Yeah, it must be horrible. Like I said, I've never been in that situation. I could never imagine being in that situation. It must be torturous, nightmarish.
Yeah.
And then to wake up today and find out this situation. It is a bit suspicious that
They
the
were
body
told
was
last
found.
night. They were told last night. Police told them. And they were inundated with the papers. And
Yeah.
the papers written things that they said that they'd done and they hadn't done.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's just not right. It's just not right at all.
It's not right. It's not right. And like I said, we're not. I don't blame all journalists, but some
A lot of them.
some out there, yeah, a majority out there are just looking for the next big scoop, the next big.
Well, you see, the thing is,
it's a shame.
they get paid for what they do.
Yeah, they get paid. They get paid to snoop around and dig up dirt and put this in, make it a little bit more spicy, and and that's what the media do. Like I said, some journalists out there, they dig the truth, they find out stuff. I'm not saying that that they're wrong and stuff. I think coming out and saying that she was like a drinker, or she was a heavy drinker or something like that. I just think there's I understand, but I don't think, what her being a heavy drinker. What's that got to do with anything at the moment? Like, I mean, if you found they're going through a tough time right now, and the last thing the family want to read about is, drinking problems, right? Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't look good. It also puts a weird kind of like, when people find that out, unfortunately, people are quick to be like, oh well, if she was a drinker, then she could have done it herself and stuff. Well, yeah, it's a shame. Friday the 13th was a good vibe last night. It was really good. If Ben's still in the chat, I've got him on the ropes. So yeah, like I said, our hearts go out to Bully family. Hopefully, we'll find out more tomorrow about the autopsy and the circumstances around it. But moving on now, we're going to we'll talk about the Turkish earthquakes. Unfortunately, and this again, there's something about. So, it was a 6.4 magnitude earthquake that struck southern Turkey weeks after a deadly quake devastated the region.
Yeah. This was in another region.
Yes, this southern Turkey.
And that was this morning.
Yes.
And tonight they've had another one.
Yes, Turkey's disaster and emergency agencies AFAD, said the tremor occurred at 8:04 local time, which is 5:05 here.
Yeah.
The mayor of Hatay in southern Turkey has said people are trapped under the rubble. There was a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck on the 6th of February.
That's right.
Which has killed more than 44,000 people now. 44. That is just. I've seen some.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I've seen some images. I've seen some videos of children.
Yeah.
Stuck underneath there, and.
Yeah.
It's such. I've seen videos of people just when the earthquake and these buildings just come down like paper.
Yeah. Well, they're not made like.
No. It's yeah. The supports are not as It's such a tragedy. Unfortunately, a footballer was killed in a Ghanaian footballer called Christian Atsu. He played for Newcastle and Chelsea.
Yeah.
He went over there to play in the Turkish league, and unfortunately, he was caught in this earthquake. But a few days prior to him being found, somebody posted on social media that he was in the hospital recovering. So people are like, oh, he's in the hospital recovering. Yeah, it's great that. And then it comes out, no, actually, we're going to have to break the news.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is a lie. He was found in the rubble, which is terrible. Terrible. 44,000 people. It's not even we're not even midway through 2023, and over 44,000 people have died. In a month.
And I don't think that's the last count.
And we've had a 6.8 magnitude earthquake as well. There's going to be more people.
Yeah.
The Turkish authorities have recorded more than 6,000 aftershocks since that earthquake hit. But the BBC team in the region said today tremors felt much stronger than the previous one. It is.
Well, the tectonic plate, you see, it runs all along that line.
Right.
It's very feasible that they will get a lot more.
Yeah, them plates are still grinding against each other, and so it's such a devastating.
And then of course we haven't really been able to get into Syria to see what the count is there.
No,
because there will be more.
There will be more.
There will be.
So far, probably 7 out of 10 guys. So far, probs 7 out of 10 guys. Is that how many? 7 out of 10 people in the earthquake? 7 out of 10 people have been. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but
no.
If you could just define so far, props 7 out of 10 guys. I don't know if that means how many. 7 out of 10 is the like kind of like the ratio of like how many people are dying. Like out of 10 people, 7 people are dead. I'm not too sure about that. Lol. How good you're doing. Oh, so far,
7 out
prob
of
7 out of 10.
10. Yeah,
Well,
I was thinking
it was
that.
a little bit out of context with what we were saying there.
Yes.
Where is Mark? I'm right here. I don't know what you're on about, Steams. I'm right here in front of you. So I'm not too sure. Mark's here, Jean's here. I don't. Is anybody else missing? No, can you see
I
anybody?
can't see anybody else here now.
No, I don't see anybody else. No. Steams, yeah. Unfortunately, Mark is not well tonight, so he's taking a well-earned break.
Yeah,
Hopefully, he will be back
he's poorly.
Wednesday.
He's poorly tonight.
He is poorly
He's been
tonight.
poorly all day, to
He
be
has
honest.
been
He's been in
poorly,
bed
bless
all
him.
day.
Still chugging along. Okay. Where is Cooper then? Yep, he's not well. Let's face it, Jean carries you all. That's true. She does carry us all. Jean is the
Who says that?
Gary.
Oh,
Gary said that.
nice, Gary.
Here's an interesting one.
Go
Well,
on.
it's a sad one, but it's interesting. And I'd like to just get everybody's opinion on it. So, a Florida couple is unable to get an abortion. Will see their baby die after delivery.
How far gone is she, though?
So, in a few weeks, a Florida couple will have to bid farewell to their child shortly after the baby is delivered. The gut-wrenching reality created by the U.S. Supreme Court's elimination of nationwide abortion rights last year.
Yeah, that's right. they did.
Because of the new Florida law that bans abortions after 15 weeks, except under certain circumstances, Deborah Dorber has become one of many women having difficulties accessing necessary abortion procedures after the Supreme Court overturned the rights granted by the landmark Roe v. Wade decision. So the baby has something called Potter syndrome, and it's a rare condition related to a fetus's development in the uterus. The syndrome is a result of abnormal kidney growth and function, which affects how much amniotic fluids surround the fetus.
Oh, amniotic, yeah.
It's a lethal. The baby won't survive. I just think, should she? Because the doctors, obviously, with these laws, the doctor would do the procedure, but he can't. He's
How many weeks is she? Does it
She
say?
is. Let's find out. It doesn't actually. So after. So, according to the Florida Residual Fetus and which was implemented in, so she's more than 15 weeks gone. Because after 15 weeks of, including one which, all that, that's when it kicks in.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it says here in a few weeks, she'll be giving birth. So she's pretty much
So sad.
at the end. So. I would like to, just pro-choice or pro-life. I'm pro-choice. The thing is, that's such a. Should the doctor be able to do to do it for her in those conditions? Should the or is he right to be like, look, the law.
Is against the law if he.
I don't blame.
Doesn't abide,
You can't blame the
but-
doctor. The
no.
doctor's hands are tied.
But also, the doctor's taking an oath
Yeah.
to save lives.
Yes, that's true.
Having said that, it's very difficult to actually criticise the doctor because he's there to, as I say, not to end life. But I can feel this woman this lady, because I can feel for her, because she's going to watch her baby.
How
She's going to have this baby and she's going to see it and it's going to die within a few hours. It's terrible.
How much of a mental impact negatively on your brain would you be going through, knowing that every time you go to sleep that this time's ticking down, you're getting closer to this
It'd be
inevitability?
Terrible.
Now, does that not come into fact?
It should do.
Should that
It should do.
I do agree with Faye. It should be the mother's choice. The person carrying the child should be able to decide. Ultimately, it does. That's that.
As long as it's,
do.
You see, the trouble is, once it's like 15 weeks, it really has sort of developed
Yeah.
into.
But again, it's
I mean,
this.
it's like
that
developing its organs then.
it's
you know.
okay for the people who make the laws to say
Oh, yeah.
and all this, but they don't take.
And
like I said, it is a very hard because, like I said, they don't know. Like I said before, the negative impact that it's going to create, not just for her, for the family as well.
yeah, I wonder how many ladies are on the team that decide all these
Yes,
sort of
yes,
laws.
yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Because I don't think men can really feel the heartache.
No, men
the
can't.
trouble.
Men don't go through it, so I
They
don't.
can't.
I think they.
I won't say. Don't get me wrong. I don't say that men don't understand when they lose a baby.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I understand that. Obviously, they're concerned and worried and and upset and devastated. But this is a funny case because the baby will be quite formed.
Yeah, this is. I think this is a
And
case
this
where.
is the case.
I think this is a case where one, you gotta show a little humanity. Like I said,
Yeah.
the baby's got this terrible, lethal, deadly condition.
The baby's going to suffer. It doesn't matter if it's only for 2 or 3 hours. That baby's going to suffer anyway. But then again, that baby could live.
It could, unfortunately, when it's not going to now because the law forbids that. But and like I said, the phrase right. You can't blame the doctor.
No.
The doctor's not at fault because, but I do believe there should be more input on the mother's support and be like I said. This is going to have This is going to have such a negative impact on the family.
Is it the first baby?
No, this will be the second one.
Ah.
So they were planning the second baby. They got this devastating news, and now they're just like, unfortunately, there's nothing to do. I feel like they should be more. Yeah, like I said, I can't.
It's a very difficult one.
It is because you have to. I suppose you have to look at all everything that goes on. But in these situations, I agree with Faye. They should be the choice of the mother,
of course.
and they understand. That's a difficult thing to say because if the mother turns around and says it's my choice, you don't get a say. There's some people out there who the male will be like, well, I want to be a father, and then the mother's just like, I don't care what you think. There are people out there that do that, not everybody. There is, and on the opposite side as well, where the dad's like, I don't want to be a father. If you can't get rid of that child, I'll see you later. You can be a single mum. Blah blah blah. They're horrible people. But I feel like in this situation where two people love each other, they've got one child on the way, they expect to raise a family, and there's nothing they can do. They're going to have to go to the delivery room knowing that they're not going to be able to see. It's
knowing that they're
such
not
a tragedy.
Child out of a hospital.
Such a tragedy.
To go through the birth, whether they might decide to take it away,
Sure.
Of a cesarean section.
Yeah.
I hope they don't make her go through delivery, because that's so cruel.
Yeah.
That is cruel.
I was just trying to get the data up on how about US abortions, like how many abortions are on the book.
Well, it's a big country, isn't it?
Says the CDC say there were 620,327 abortions nationally in 2020. In the District of Columbia and 47 states, a 1.5% decrease from 629,000. So, total for 2020 was 930,160 abortions. That's a lot of abortions.
It is, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But like I said, nowadays people don't use that much protection anymore.
Well, there always has been the morning after pill.
That's true.
And
There's-
there is
It's funny.
male contraception as well.
It's so funny. What do you call it?
Well,
There's not just the morning after pill. There's so many different ways
there's loads of
there's
different
loads of
things,
different ways
yeah.
that you can do this. I
They-
forgot how many there was.
They've even brought out a tablet now that a man has to take, but it's it's a bit awkward, this one, because there's a pill that a man can take an hour before having sex.
Yes,
Now, I mean,
Viagra.
yeah, no, there's a different one to that.
Right.
They brought out a different one. Yeah, they brought out a different, but they have to take it an hour before, because then it upsets, everything, the balance of everything.
Yes.
And but if it's got to be within that hour.
Yeah,
If it's 5 minutes over, 2 minutes over,
you're done.
you're done.
You're done. The psychedelic psychonaut, that's a cool name, said, yeah, well, efforts are underway here, I mean, in the USA,
Yeah.
to ban the morning after pill too.
Oh.
Why? Why?
Well, I don't know.
I'm not saying they should. I'm just genuinely curious. If you do know Psychonaut, could you give us a little bit more? Like, why are they doing it? Like, it'll be interesting to know. Faye says
Excuse me, if you get a young girl that's been raped,
yeah,
the first thing you should do is go and get the after morning pill. After, obviously you're going to tell the police first and
Yep.
what have you, hopefully. And then I think they advise you to go and take the after morning pill. But it's got to be done like that morning.
yeah,
Yeah. Within 24 hours.
Yep. So Faye said, since it's Mental Health Monday,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd share that I had a nervy last week and quit her job. She's quit her job. She's had nervy that she absolutely loved because she couldn't cope anymore. I know a lot of people probably go through this and it's hard to bring yourself through it, but I am working on it. Well, we are very sorry that you have quit your job that you love. I'm not too sure why you've done. You just couldn't cope anymore, and that is not nice to hear.
No.
So what are your plans now, Faye? What do you plan to do now? Hopefully you are. Like, it's hard for me to say because, like I said, I'm not. You said you couldn't cope, but I'm not too sure why the factors were around why you couldn't cope at your job. But I'm hopeful. I know that you've been moving. I know that you've just moved out. And I know that can cause a lot of stress. And I'm hoping that you can bounce back on your feet too much. But I'm hoping. I'm stumbling for words for some reason. Just give me a second for a minute. Here we go. A very high pressure job. Here we go. A very high pressure job at a nursery. So I plan on getting something a little bit stressful for the time being until I can get myself back to 100%. Well, that's absolutely right. Is nursery, is that what you want to do? Is that a profession that you want to go in? I do remember you've said a couple of times that I think she works in a nursery. And is it taxing? Is it taxing? I think it's, being in this, you have to be up every morning, multiple children looking after. It can be very taxing. Going back home, and like you said, Faye's going back home. She's going back home. She's moving. So yeah, I can totally understand. But the best thing to do, and I say this to my partner every time, you can't be in a job if you wake up every day
worrying about it.
I say this. If you wake up in a job, the first time, wake up and go, I can't do this, or I don't want to go to work, or I want to ring up for an extra. Then you need to look in yourself, and like you've done, Faye, I understand that you love your job, and it's very hard for you to walk away from that job, but you need to look at what's best for you, and if that job is a factor of you and your mental health declining, then it's actually really, it's really quite strong of you and quite respectful, actually, that you actually was able to pull yourself away from that.
Take time and, really think about things, really get yourself unstressed as well. Do something different.
Yeah. No, yeah, you need to. You definitely, like I said, it's hard. I know a lot of people who have been stuck in jobs that they've not liked or they've found it very stressful and they've just never been able to get out. And from there, you get stuck in a box. And that box just gets smaller and smaller and you start resenting stuff, hating stuff, and you pour that negativity out on everyone.
Oh, yeah, of course you
and then
do.
that negativity, it just kills it kills it around you. But for you to just to get up and be like, right, I've walked away from this job. I understand that it's a hard time.
Yeah.
I understand
It shows courage, that
financially.
well.
It does show a lot of courage to do that. Not a lot of people do that.
No.
To focus on yourself, because when you go back, you'll be so much better for it. There will be others like it when you're ready. Yeah, the psychedelic. You're absolutely right. Yoda and Cooper, stop sending kisses to each other, you bloody children. This ain't school. Faye said it's just a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of paperwork and meetings that people don't see, etc.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yep.
In jobs like that. Yeah,
Yep.
of course there is.
The thought of children that are going home to a struggle, it's something you don't really switch off from, even when you are at home. I also work very close with children with special needs, and it's just something you put your all into, and haven't got all of me to give it right now. No. And like I said, to give back, you need to you need the energy and the power. If you go into your job, like you said, if Faye goes into her job and she's not quitting, she's starting to resent it and she starts getting negative about it, and she pours that out on the children. She pours that out on the the kids. You know what kids are like. Kids can be very demanding, so they're very tedious, and especially kids with special needs.
Yeah, but it's also taking account of the situation they're going back home into.
Yes.
And that's very, very difficult and very hard. I do understand that.
It's such a brave thing to, and not everybody does it these days, to get up and walk away from something that you love.
Yeah, but
no one, hardly anybody can do that these days. This is the thing, because financially they're trapped.
Yeah.
It's and for Faye to do that is such a brave thing, and that is the biggest step. Life is short. Life demands 10% from you.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
If you can give 10% into life, you'll do absolutely fine. And for you to take this first step phase is unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is the road to recovery for you, and this is the best step you could have took. Like I said, it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy. Life is not easy.
No.
But you've got people that support you. You've got China, unfortunately, who will absolutely destroy you. You got Cooperman and the Discord chat that are always here for you. And Faye, whatever you need, we're always here for you. Thank you for sharing that, Faye. We really appreciate it. And hopefully you, the next time you speak about this, you'll be saying, look, it's working out. I'm doing so fantastically. Good, everything's working better for me. I'm doing this. So
let's hope so.
Yes,
anyway.
There's a lot. Like Faye says, there's a lot of stuff that go into nursery that a lot of people don't see.
It's true.
People when people say, "Oh, Faye works in a nursery. Oh, she looks after kids, picks them up."
No, it's not like that. It's paper filling out and all the forms you've got to fill in, and the report done on every child. Nobody knows what it's like to do that sort of thing.
And especially, like I said, she'll be going back home. She's moving house. She's got all this stuff to do, and it's very taxing. So you look after yourself, Faye.
Yeah.
Get yourself mentally stronger again, and the next time, like I said, you talk about this, you'll look back on this and be like, "What a great decision that was."
Yeah.
What a great decision that was. So thank you, Faye, for that. I really appreciate that. Everybody gives a thumbs up for Faye.
Yes,
everybody
definitely.
gives Faye some supportive words and tell her how brave she's been and that she's doing a fantastic job. And but not China though. Not China. She's a big meanie. I'm only joking. I think China will be working.
China will be fine with her. I'm telling you.
China's gonna make. Faye's gonna make some turkey dinosaurs to treat herself. Oh, do you remember turkey dinosaurs? I love turkey dinosaurs. You can't go wrong with turkey dinosaurs. I used to play them. The psychedelic psychonaut recommends psychedelic therapy. Well,
Well,
Is it like, like the Indians used to do, give him that psychedelic drink
yeah.
out of
And then
body
they go out and have
experience?
a dream in the middle of a field.
Yeah, yeah, and then wake up naked,
Yep.
just running back to society, all dirty and broken and bruised. I've got something interesting to tell you, and this is for everybody out there, all 7 of yous. So I have this app on my phone, okay? And I was meant to say this last week, but I didn't get around to it. And this is quite interesting. Gary has this app. I have this app. My girlfriend has it. A lot of people have it. And it's called Life, Life 360. Life 360. And it's free to download on... it sounds like I'm sponsoring it, but it's free to download on iPhone and Android. And what it is it's a location app. But most apps, they use your internet to locate you. This one uses your actual location on your phone.
Oh, right.
So you'll always know where it is. So I have my girlfriend on there. Me and my girlfriend, I have my family on there as well.
Yeah.
And the kids. I don't have my niece and nephew. I have my girlfriend on there. And when I can't get hold of her, or when I've not spoke to her, I can check that app to see whereabouts she is.
Oh, right.
And make
yes,
sure
I've
she's
heard about
safe.
this, yeah.
There's also, and like I said, I recommend people getting this if they've got children, if they've got friends that are that just to keep safe, partners and stuff, because it has this built-in thing. Say if you're getting followed by somebody, you can go on this app, you can press this button, and it'll alert everybody who you're connected to, saying I feel like I'm in danger, and it'll ring the police.
Oh, right.
So everybody knows that you're in danger, and the police will know. So say if you have it, and you're walking down the road, say at night time, you just finished work, you're walking down the road at night time, you feel like you're being followed by somebody. Something a bit, you get the sense, that something's wrong. You press this app, and then it'll send an alert. Jean, Jean feels like she's in danger. Doot, and it'll ring it. It'll tell somebody to ring the police.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Everybody knows where you are.
Yeah.
Everybody can go to your location as fast as they can to get to you. And if something does go wrong, like I said, it will be on the location. One of my girlfriend's friends lost the phone. She managed to find it through.
That happened to a lad down the road.
They managed to find it through that app. Because they didn't know that they had that app.
Yeah, they rang the other phone, and it was actually, the phone was in the park.
Yeah, right.
Stanley Park.
So, like I said, guys, Life 360 it's purple. It's so good. Like I said, I encourage everybody to get it. Some people are like, oh, you can be a stalker, but I feel it's such a safety thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's such
Especially
a peace
for
of
children.
mind. For children, especially.
Yeah.
Like I said,
and even young adults, really.
I have my niece and nephews on there.
Yeah.
And it's just such a peace of mind when one of us are like, we've not got hold of Curtis today. Where is he?
Yeah.
We can't ring him because, kids are being kids.
Yeah.
Let's see on Life 360.
Yeah.
Oh, he's at this park instead of that park.
Yeah.
We'll go down there and get him. So Life 360, guys, if you've not heard about it, check it out. If Gary's in the chat, he'll tell you about it as well. It's such, and it has cool features on there. It has like, it'll tell you if somebody's in a car. It'll tell you how fast that car's going. It'll tell you how much battery you've got left. It'll tell you it just all these little things that'll just help you, you and your family. So yeah, stay protected, stay safe. Life 360, on iPhone or Android, if you're interested, it's free. You can get a premium upgrade for a couple of quid if you're interested in that, but that's entirely up to you. The Psychonaut said, nope, there's ketamine treatment with psychiatric integration. MDMA. Oh, Goro187 is now following. Hello, Goro. Thank you very much for the follow. We really appreciate that. We're on our way up to 700 followers. MDMA trials, psilocybin therapy, and more emerging. Saved my life, legal and in the conjunction with doctors. That's a lot of it. That's a lot. That Psychonaut. What would you recommend for Faye? Hello, Goro. Nice to meet you. Had to cancel the turkey dinosaurs. China said she's making food for us when we get home. I suppose she can be okay sometimes. Yeah, I suppose that's a bonus. But like I said, you need to tell Faye that they are turkey dinosaurs at the end of the day, and no amount of food can take away the roar of a turkey dinosaur, unless it's something. I mean, what's she making? Yes, she told you. That'll be interesting. That'd be very, very interesting to find out. Do you have any stories?
No, not tonight. Really, nothing really much happened. No, not really. Just usual day for me, really.
Usual day, usual. Goro said, "Grandma looks like she takes care of business when it comes to rabble rousers." Rabble rousers. I'm not too sure what that means. If anybody can tell me what rabble rousers means, that'd be interesting. Oh no, you can tell me. She does take. If you're on about Gina Queen runs the show. She is the show. Gina Queen is the show. Just asking a dark or looking into availability locally is all I'm saying here. Faye says she didn't tell me. It could be anything. She doesn't get home until like 10:15 either. Oh my God, you still got a wait to go. You're gonna be dying. Just cook a sneaky turkey dinosaur, Faye. Just one or something. Just put that little bad boy underneath the oven and just have a little nibble. Does she know a fellow by the name of Tom Foolery by chance? Tom Foolery. Oh, girl, you are being very rude, very cheeky.
You are.
There's a little tomfoolery around here.
Yes, and did somebody say grandma?
Throw it in the air fryer. Yeah, throw it in the air fryer. Yeah, Goro did. Throw it in the air fryer.
A lot of the grandma.
Oh, you might not have known your name at the time.
No.
No one tell her, yeah. No one tell her. We'll delete this after she's done. Hopefully she's not watching. Just a cheeky, just one. All you need, like a T-Rex or something. Just throw that T-Rex in there and just jump away. Make sure you clean the air fryer out as well. Get rid of the evidence. That's all you need to say.
Air fryers do get very dirty.
Air fryers do get dirty, but they're a lot cleaner than,
yeah,
the conventional
of course
fryer.
they are,
I would
of course they are.
absolutely love everybody and their mum I know has got an air fryer.
Oh, I've got the big one.
And I've not invested in one yet. Why? I don't know.
Get a Ninja.
Eh?
A Ninja.
A Ninja, is that what you've got?
Yeah, get a Ninja. They're the best. They're the most expensive, but they are the best.
The best. The best of the best.
Best of
the
the
best
best,
of the
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
A Ninja. Who is better, old Mark or young Mark?
Who are they asking?
Yeah, who you asking, Ben? Ben's just asking who's better. I'll probably say young Mark. Oh my God, Mark, you need an air fryer. I'd need an air fryer. I do need an air fryer.
You do.
Do you know what, Faye? Yeah, every time I say I don't need an air fryer, that is literally the sentence that I get. Oh my God, Mark, you need an air fryer. That's what everybody says to me, and I will get one eventually.
But don't cook chips in it because they're horrible.
I just go home and I usually just I don't know. I just have the fryer. It's horrible. I shouldn't be using the fryer anymore, but I still do it. But
I mean, I cook a little bacon in it, sausage in it, all sorts in it.
my
Meat, you can do meats
my
and-
girlfriend would do. Oh, see, Ben's contributed 4,000 to the Reverend Comes Home Challenge, whatever that is. Oh, Ben's redeemed karaoke. I can't do karaoke, Ben. You're wasting your points. Who's going to sing, me or Jean?
No, I'm not.
Well, none of us are going to sing unless you want to ring in and sing. I don't think you're going to do that either, are you?
No.
No. Yeah, I should invest in an air fryer. In fact, I get paid soon, so I might actually look around for a Ninja. Ben, you just wasted 10,000 of your coins on nothing now, and you're such a madman. Gary's not even Ben. Gary's not even there, and you're redeeming
No.
karaoke. Come on. I make everything in it. Homemade mini pizzas and everything. And an English muffin cut in half with tomato puree on it and some cheese.
Yeah.
Actually sounds quite nice, actually.
Mhm.
Actually sounds really nice. Would you like an English muffin with some tomato puree and cheese?
Yeah,
I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do the tomato pure. I'd actually do like a fresh tomato or
I
something.
would have fresh tomato.
Yeah, with a little bit of salt, tiny bit of salt.
Oh yeah,
and a little bit of
definitely.
cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like tomato puree though. I want a refund.
I do tomato puree more in the slow cooker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That
Got
sort
you.
of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. If they're as good as you say, Faye, you're gonna have to make us some and bring them into the show. You need to look. See, you need one. I do need one. I do. And 14K is a big hit. 14K is a big hit. I'm not too sure what that means, Psychonaut. Am I missing something? Am I missing some information? I will invest in one. I will definitely have to, because if I don't, like I said, people are just gonna start getting angry at me.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you need one, and
You
then they'll
need
be like,
one.
you need one.
Yeah.
Like, get one. So yeah, people are gonna start getting angry at me, and it's not gonna be nice. So if anybody's got any information, any stories out there that they'd like to talk about, or any news out there that they'd like to talk about, then feel free. If you've got anything that you'd like to talk about, Jean, you got any news topics or anything like that? No,
really, nothing really much has happened.
no, not really.
It's just a case of what's that? Come up.
Oh, Yoda said, this reminds me of the time that I redeemed a thing for Gary to sing and Gary wasn't here. Mr. Harrison insisted that Cooperman sings instead. Turnabout is fair play. And my counter-argument to that, Yoda, is simple.
He's not here.
Mark is a musician.
Yeah.
I am not. You do not want me to sing. Trust me. It's all good when Gary sings, and it'll be great when Mark sings, but you won't want me to sing. It's not fair on Jean
Nope.
to put her through that mental torture. And I don't think we should go down that road.
Oh.
Now, I will hold my hands up and say, hey, if you want me to sing on Wednesday when Gary's here, I'm more than welcome to. But right now, like I said, we have ladies present, and I can't insult a lady like that. It's not very nice. That's my counter argument to that one, Yoda. I hope it worked.
That's your excuse.
I pray it worked.
We'll get Mark to pray for you.
Yeah. Mark, do your prayer. Mark, do your prayer out there. So we talked about Nicola Bulley.
Yeah.
We've talked about the earthquakes. What else is there?
Oh, they're changing. You know the story of Roald Dahl?
Yeah.
You know who Roald Dahl is?
Yeah.
He wrote
He wrote James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
The people concerned are going to alter the words in his books.
Right.
And I thought that was a disgrace.
Yeah, I got it here.
Why would you alter?
It says Rishi Sunak,
that's right.
joins criticism of changes to author's book. So let's find out why. What's going on? Do you know anything on it, Jean?
Well, they're going to change the word from like tiny, isn't it? They're going to put it to little people.
Okay, so
I mean, how stupid is that?
So he said tiny people, and
yeah, and they want to change it to little people.
Right. Okay.
They want to change fat to overweight or some other words.
Plus size.
Plus size. That's it. And Oompa Dumpers, I don't know what they're going to put that to.
Oh, Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas, that's it.
Oompa Loompas is its own word, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, nope, her argument is more valid. It's not. Psychonaut, it's not.
It's what?
Yep. People are trying to want me. I can't do it anyway because I can't set it up for karaoke. Mark usually sets it up for karaoke, and I haven't got. I don't know how to set it up, so. And I'm not just saying that to you. I legitimately just don't know how to.
No, Mark always does the setting up for that.
Yeah, so we've got So they're coming out and they're saying who have come out and said who are these people? Who are these people who want plus size little tiny little people? So it says they've been criticised in recent days after hiring sensitivity readers to go over his text to make sure the books can continue to be enjoyed by all today. Some have said derogatory references to people's physical appearances as well as other characteristics in Doll's work are not suitable for young readers.
Yeah, Fat and Ugly was one of them.
Well, on Monday, when it comes to our rich and varied literacy heritage, the Prime Minister agrees that the BFG that we shouldn't gobble funk around with words. I think it's important that works of literature and works of fiction are preserved and not airbrushed. We have always defended the right to free speech and expression.
Exactly.
Be interesting to see what people think about this. I don't have the words up specifically, but it's stuff like I said. Hello, Wolf. Hello, nice to see you. It's
Hello,
stuff
Wolf.
like, you know, tiny people, little people. You know,
Fat and Ugly was the other one.
all this stuff.
They want to change.
This is all just to stop people getting offended. I don't understand why would some people change that practice. Do you know what happens in life?
It's stupid.
People get offended. So what? People get offended. It's fine. So what?
It's a book. It's a story.
Grow up.
For goodness sake.
Just grow up. If people read this, right, to their children, right, because obviously their children are not going to read it. I don't know. Maybe some children will.
Some
yeah.
children will. Yeah.
Depending
there
on.
are children's
But
books, some of them.
if their parents are reading this to children, yeah, just change the word yourself.
Well, I suppose. I'm spinner. What's that?
What was that?
I don't know.
I have no. Oh, it might have been because he did a shout out and we didn't see it. Yeah, Psychedelic Psychonaut said, yeah, it's BS. His publisher is out of their mind. Mark Twain's Huck Finn still has N. Jim in it.
Yeah.
And it's an American classic represented of all time and it's written. Yeah, it's stupid. People get offended, right? I honestly don't care. I don't care. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's Cooper doing shout outs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, yeah. Hello, Wolf. Hello, Yoda. Hello, everybody. It'll be good to get your opinions on this. Yeah, it's.
I mean, Roald Dahl is a very famous children's composer.
So, if we're going to change his books, do we have to go back on every book that's been published and proofread that?
Shakespeare books.
Do we have to go back on everything now and proofread, proof listen to everything?
If you read Shakespeare, you'll have to change a lot of
yeah.
words.
Well, there's stuff out there.
It's ridiculous, this changing of words, when these books are old.
I'd like to see who's getting offended. Let's see. Right, so hundreds of changes have been made to Doll's original text. For example, in the Twits, Mr. Twit is no longer ugly and beastly, he's just beastly. Reference to people being fat are also among the edits which were made in conjunction, which includes minds, in conjunction with Inclusive Minds, a collective for people who are passionate about inclusion and accessibility in children's literature. To Roald Dahl Story Company has said it's not unusual to review the language during a new print and any changes were small and careful. So, I don't. You might not like this yet, but I don't care.
No.
I don't care if people get offended. People get offended. I don't think. I don't think Roald Dahl was targeting everybody when he was just saying his that character. He was an ugly little porky person, right? He's just describing a character in a book. He's I don't know if Mr. Twit is, I don't know what type of character, like what he is in there. I've never read that book. I don't know if he's the villain. I don't know if he's protagonist, but that's how people describe it, right? Unless absolutely needed, I'm not very into books having changes like that personally. I just don't care, and I don't.
I don't think they should change them.
How about Roots? Roots,
Yeah.
the book. Yeah, right. But I suppose that's that'll be different, won't it? That'll be different. Guess the better rewrite of Mice and Men from Steinbeck. I read that in school. All the disabled folks it offends.
Yeah.
They'll have to, if they're going to do this now, yeah, they'll have to do it to everything. They can't just target Roald Dahl,
No.
right? They're going to have to. Somebody's read this.
Can you imagine changing roots?
Somebody's read this book. Somebody's read this book and gone,
Yeah.
is he calling me fat?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do something about this. Like, no one's calling anybody fat.
It's a character.
It's a character.
in a
It's a
book.
character in a story that they're just describing, right? I understand. Yeah, there's fat people in the world as well, right? I get it, right? But no, I don't think Roald Dahl's targeting fat people. Like they're saying it's okay for fat, but if it was something like, oh, there was this scrawny, skinny person in it, well, that's fine. What I don't understand is just how many books that used to be required for me are now banned in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, it's educational. Teach them the words mean. Sorry, this is from Faye. Wolf said there's a lot of books that are being banned now. And Faye says, if anything, it's educational. Teach them that these words mean, and if they're derogatory or mean, then teach them why we don't say that. And we can't erase the word from the world. So why from the books? You're absolutely spot on, Faye. Why?
No, you can't.
It comes back to why are they doing it? Like why are they trying? They're protecting children. They're trying to protect the world. These people are trying to protect people so much, yeah, that when they do get offended, yeah, it's going to be
Oh, they're going to be
devastating.
offended if you say hello to them.
like, yeah,
You know. Who are you to say hello to me? I don't know you.
you can't.
That's the sort of
you
thing that
can't-
people will come out with next.
People have no backbone.
No.
People have no stern. Like, if you get offended by reading this book, then obviously, clearly, you're just being bitter in yourself, probably, because
I think they need to get a life, to
well,
be
yeah,
honest.
yeah, it's and if I read this to my child,
Mm.
and I don't think my child's gonna go out and think, you know, Mr. Twit, this ugly, beastly, fat person. Yeah, he's gonna be like, "There's Mr. Twit, there's Mr. Twit, there's Mr. Twit," right?
No,
They're not gonna think that.
no.
And if it's derogatory, then I teach my child. Then, you know, well,
Well,
I get it.
mean,
But I'm not
I think
going to
it's-
sit here. I'm not going
me,
to.
I think it's ridiculous.
I'm not going to sit here, yeah. And if I have children, I'm not going to sit here, yeah, and wrap them in bubble wrap against the world,
No,
right? Because
because
then
they're going to go out
how
in the
do they
world.
learn? Yeah, if you wrap your children in bubble wrap, and then when it's time for them to express themselves in the world, yeah, they're going to have it's going to be a shock to their
Yeah,
system
yeah.
when people out there. Because newsflash, the world is a horrible place when you get older. When you turn to an adult, yeah, when
Mm.
you come out of childhood, yeah, when you turn into a teen, when you turn to an adult, yeah, the world is a horrible place.
Yeah.
And people in it are horrible. That's just human. That's just human. We as humans, we're just bitter people. We're just bitter, jealous people, and we like to criticize everything, and we like to bring people
Except
down
us.
because it makes. Except for us, yeah.
Except
Except
for
for
us.
us and the people in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody else. No, I'm joking. No, the people are like that.
They're
People
all-
like to bring people down to make themselves feel better.
Don't
And
get us
you-
wrong. There
you
are
can't-
a lot of good people in the world, and a lot of caring people.
Just me and G. Just
What?
me and G. That's the only two caring people in the world.
Yeah.
Just me and Jean. No, I know what you're saying, Jean. Yeah, there is a lot.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of
people
people in the
very
world.
caring, and but these people that are just so. Oh God, how can you explain them?
But how do you teach? Like, it's like Faye said, how do you teach a kid if not making it educational?
Well, exactly.
Because then you can't just wrap your children. It's sad.
No.
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair on Roald Dahl.
No.
And like I said, it's not fair on Roald Dahl if this is just going to be, they're just going to change him exclusively. They need to go back on. They're going to have to just go back.
Shakespeare.
They're going to have to go back now and do it on everything.
Everything. I mean, some of the books. I mean,
Because they said it.
hey, how'd you change Lady Chatterley's lover?
I don't know how you. I don't even know how you do this one. But like I said, if they want to be, like they said, inclusive, yeah, then they need to be inclusive and include everybody a set of Roald Dahl as well in that and just go back on on books on all of them, because if it's just Roald Dahl, then that's not fair.
No.
Like I said, I've not read every Roald Dahl book, and there might be some bits in the Roald Dahl book where I'm like, fucking hell, that was pretty bad. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't
like
think there's anything
but
really in them
even-
to be
even that, even if
offended
it's
by.
even if it was like, oh my god, that's bad. I personally, I don't see it as an attack on me personally. If they're describing someone who looks like me, who describe, you know, if somebody came out and went, oh yeah, the kid in the book, he's got a scruffy white beard, you know, ugly, fat, you know, I wouldn't be like, oh, that sounds like me. I feel quite offended by that. I'd be like, okay, somebody's, you know, there's quite an ugly person in that book. That's quite fat, right? I wouldn't be personally offended. I understand people do get upset, yeah, but I don't see what the big frigging deal is. Me personally,
No.
like I said, make it educational. Teach your children
Yeah.
that if this word is derogatory or if they don't
Oh,
like it,
definitely,
tell them why it
Yeah,
is.
teach your children good English.
Yeah,
That's my point of view.
yeah. There's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of books, not just books. There's a lot of
Poems.
music and movie and all this. That if you're going to do this now,
Yeah.
you definitely need to do it, because you can't just do it to one book, yeah, because you feel like that's pretty bad
No.
on the children, yeah. You're
Yeah.
going to have to go back on all these books now. And
What about all the rappers?
yeah, oh, what, rapper music?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to, well, that's going to be
That's going to be difficult, isn't it?
how do you, like I said, all these stories that have like got all this kind of like insensitive or derogatory or whatever, how are you going to change all that? How would you change it to make it sound more inclusive for everyone?
I think they're trying to make us a nanny state. Do you know what I mean? A nanny state. Trying to, as you said, like before, put us in a sort of this sort of
trying to mollycoddle everything.
yeah, mollycoddle, and it's a nanny state, and I think we've already got that anyway with a lot of things. But this changing of words, I don't agree with at all. Just don't agree with it.
When's Cal coming back? It's been a while.
Carl.
Callum.
Oh, Callum.
Don't know. You might have to ask him. I've not heard from him today. It'd be nice to have him back on the show, to tell you the truth. It's always good to get his opinions in. Let's see. There's a storm that's hit Brazil as well in Sao Paulo.
Is there?
Yeah, killed dozens of people.
Oh my goodness.
At least 37 people have been killed in a flooding and landslide in Brazil. Pretty bad, that.
When was that?
That was reported 11 hours ago. So quite recent.
Never heard that on the news.
Video showed neighbourhoods underwater, inundated, motorways and debris left. Yeah, Carnival was 36,000 people landslide in Brazil.
Good God.
Yeah, in Sao Paulo.
How many dead, they reckon?
At least 36 people so far dead in a landslide.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible. It is pretty bad that all this news. I had something to say and I forgot what I'm going to say. What was it? What I was going to say? Give me a minute, folks. It's been a while. I was definitely had something in my head. Then I was thinking about something I was going to say, and I've totally forgot what it is now. That's about right, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's usually what happens. Oh yeah, like I said, folks, if you got any stories, you got anything that you want to talk about, because we've basically read all them. We've done the news. We've done it. We did it on Friday as well. Not much not much has come out unless we don't know about it. So if you got any interesting stories, or if you got anything that you'd like to talk about, please feel free. What was I going to talk about now? Wow, what was it I was going to talk about? It's really starting to frustrate me now. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania came out at the cinemas. That's a good one for all those Marvel fans out there. And I went to see it, actually. It was really good. It's really, really, really interesting. So yeah, folks. So I got nothing more to say, to be honest.
No,
Have
there's
you,
not a
Jean?
lot. No,
There's not
not
much. Like I
really.
said, we've covered
We've
most
covered
of
it
we've
quite a
covered
bit,
most of
haven't we?
whatever we got to do now. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we've done the books. We've done Nicola. Yeah,
yeah, we've done Nicola Booley. We've done the earthquakes. We've done
yeah.
the
Now we've just found out about Brazil,
we talked the Brazilian things.
and we found out about Faye's problems.
We talked to Faye,
Yeah,
and Faye.
wish her all the very best.
We'll wish her all the very best,
Yeah.
and hopefully she'll get back on her feet soon, which she will.
Yeah,
she's
she
got
will,
she's got a
I'm sure
turkey
she
dinosaurs
will,
in
yeah.
China, so she'll be absolutely
Oh,
fine.
she'll be fine.
Big Man Chunk says, "We miss you, Cal. Don't let them trams get you down." And then he put a link to. I don't think you can put that link. Unless it doesn't work, that link. But yeah, if you, I don't think that. Oh yeah, it does work. It's over there. Yeah, if you want to go over it, Big Man. If you don't know, off target prepping and survival. That's Callum's YouTube channel. Go over and say hello to him. Go follow him. Go support him. He does all that prepping for the apocalypse.
Oh, dear.
And he does outdoor prepping as well, and he's quite interesting. It's quite nice actually. So yeah, go over there and check him out. And Wolf said, I haven't seen it, but seen some call it really good. The others and others say it was horrible. Some just hate every movie though. Yeah, some people, just like I said, some people like to hate. I've seen it once, and I can't really give an opinion. I feel like you can only really give it a proper opinion if you've seen it a few times.
That sports personality died this morning. Dickie Davis.
Dickie Davis?
Davis, yeah. He was for about 24 years, I think he was on BBC or ITV. ITV he was on. That's him. Headlines, Dickie Davis, yeah.
Dickie Davis, host of ITV's World of Sport of nearly 2 decades, has died. What a handsome moustache he has. Yeah, the presenter, the star presented for the Saturday afternoon show World of Sport from 1960 until the end of 1985.
Yep.
Yeah.
He still carried on when the BBC brought in Grandstand, and he still had more viewers than the BBC at that time.
Really?
Yeah.
And when did he? How long was it? 2 decades.
2 decades.
It reminded me of something.
And he didn't, although he presented and commented on wrestling, he didn't like it at all.
Oh, did he
Didn't
know?
like the wrestling at all, no. He said it wasn't a sport.
Nope.
Which, you know, wrestling
is such a fun. So I remember that. Right. So I don't know if you know. Right. There's a person called Dana White. Right.
Yeah.
And he is the president of the UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship. Yeah. Harrison likes BBC. I do. That's big boys with the World Cup, holding the World Cup.
Right, yeah.
Dana White is the president of the UFC, which is do you know the UFC
the
fight?
UFC fight.
He came out, right. It was a while ago now, but I'm actually going to touch on this. And he said, football, soccer, is the least talented sport there has ever been.
Yeah.
Because he said even 3-year-olds can play it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's coming from somebody who does. He also went on to say he hates football.
Yeah.
He hates football. He doesn't like football. He's the least talented. My question is, what about the UFC? What about basketball?
Yeah.
What about pong and tennis? Why? What is, if anybody is out there, folks, what is to you the least talented sport? Because I don't believe it's football. Now, I'm quite biased against football because I love it. But I think there's like I said, there's a lot that goes into every sport.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grafting and tactical work that goes into every single
Yeah, of
sport.
course there is.
For him to come out and Dana White is the president of the UFC, so he's got a big,
Yeah.
he's got a big big platform. To come out and say that is just kind of like unnecessary, kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Like all these professional footballers who train their whole lives, and he's like, oh, untalented, least talented people in the world, shit, blah blah blah.
Well, they do tend to show themselves up sometimes, but I mean, I don't know.
Big Man Chunk said Manchester United is good, and then he went on to say at being shit. I knew you'd find that funny, Gene. I knew I knew your boyfriend. I knew you'd laugh at what your boyfriend said there.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, he always does it to me. You're not allowed to have an opinion on football, Gary, yeah, because you don't watch it. So you wouldn't even you couldn't even you couldn't even tell me anything about Man United. Well, you could now. You could Google it, but yeah. So I don't know what more to say to you, folks.
I don't think we've covered quite a bit, haven't we?
Quite a bit. Obviously, it doesn't go as long as tonight because there's not that many people around tonight. Everybody's off to do their thing.
But you know why? We've covered everything. Because we haven't been interrupted.
That's true. We haven't used
we
haven't used the soundboard.
Interrupted.
We haven't done any of this.
No.
We've not done any of that randomly. This Mark. If you're watching, this is Mark. So Gene, just say something.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, there you go. That's
it.
That's what it's like. Just randomly, you'll be
randomly,
talking.
Yeah, be talking away then. You'll lose
just
your
get
thread because he does that.
Mark is very easily distracted around here.
He's very impatient.
Yeah, he is. I've noticed it a lot, especially when you're going to talk about something, and you'll start talking. He'll be like, nope, can't do this anymore.
Can't do this.
We need to move on.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and then we just end up arguing.
And then I'll say, you'll be off the show.
Yeah. When the show ends, and when the cameras go down and everything, Gene turns to Mark and says, "You're on thin ice. Any more of that, and you're gone." Right? I know that he says the Cooper Man show, but her last name is also Cooper, and that doesn't mean Mark Cooper, does it? It means Gene is the man. Gene Cooper is the man, and she plays around with no emotions.
I'm not the man.
It's just an expression. She's the big boss.
I'm the boss.
It's because it says Cooper Man plays there. Cooper Lady plays. So yeah, if you got anything you'd like to talk about, folks, feel free to talk about it. If not, we can call.
We're going to call it a day.
We'll call it a day. We'll have an early end to the stream. Make sure that Mark's wrapped up in bed, resting and relaxing. Hopefully. Supposedly, I bet. Yeah, he's probably not in the house. He's probably gone out.
No, he
he's gone out partying. Really, that's where he is.
He never goes out on his own anyway.
No, he doesn't. No,
he can't.
No, like he's been through a lot. Yeah, bless him.
He's supposed to have gone to the hospital today.
If you know Mark, you know that he he does need this.
He was too ill. He couldn't even go to the hospital today.
He said that. Yeah, that bad. But when he came up before, when he was doing, you could see how much it was. How much energy he was pouring out.
Yeah.
It was quite quite stressful for him. But
he's supposed to have had an infusion today.
Right. Oh, okay.
Iron infusion.
Yeah.
And because he's got the doctors say it's very, very low, his iron.
He needs it.
Yeah. Well, I have the iron injections.
Yes, that's correct.
B12. But he's going for a couple of infusions.
Yeah. He has mentioned them before.
Yeah.
So
it's very, very low, they said. So
like I said, if everybody's out there, if you're watching, if you can type, just message, get well soon, Cooper. Get well soon. What? Mark's gonna do it from now on. It's not Cooper's show anymore. It's Gene and Mark's show. That's what they're saying, Gene. That's what the people want. I can't. Maybe Jean should be in the number one seat.
No, thank you.
Next time. Yeah,
No.
maybe now that Mark's gone, maybe you're trying to get rid of me now, so that you can have the seat.
Oh, now you
Yeah.
know you.
Now
see,
I'm
don't
now
you?
now I'm
you know,
starting
you've cottoned
to
on
now
it.
I'm starting to cut onto it now.
Yes.
There's nothing I can do about it.
I'll have that key back off you.
Yep, the key's coming back and everything now. God damn it. Ruined it, yeah. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Like I said, it was a quick short one because it was
Yeah.
me and G. Me
Well-
and G blast through them.
We did start at 9 o'clock.
That's true. So we've done an hour and 20.
Yeah.
So it's been an hour and 26
Yeah.
minutes. Quite a short one, like I said, but we blasted through the news quite
Nearly
fast.
2 hours.
Yes, we blasted through the news quite quick.
Yeah.
It'll be better for everyone, so everyone can go relax a little bit earlier
Yeah,
tonight and
yeah.
get rest, and Mark can get a little bit of rest. Don't have to
Yeah.
worry about anything else. So we hope you. What did Woodbeater say? Sorry, is he dead yet? Well, no, he's not, and that's a horrible thing to say.
Who says that?
Woodbeater.
Oh, gosh.
He's resting. He's not dead yet. You shouldn't say stuff like that,
That's
Woodbeater.
not
That's a
very
nasty
nice.
thing to say,
That's not
right?
very nice.
You say get well soon, you bloody idiot. You don't say stuff like that. Right, so we're going to go now. We're going to relax and rest. We're going to make sure that Mark is...
Yeah, me and Mark are going to have a party.
Yeah, we're going to have a party up here. We're going to
Yeah.
use all Mark's instruments. We're going to use all his cups and everything. Make sure
I'm not bothered about the cup.
when he wakes up tomorrow, he has to tidy it though. He has to clean.
Yeah.
He has to clean.
Move everything around.
He has to clean. He has to clean soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go now. We're gonna relax. We're gonna chill out. Woodbeater can get lost, and yeah, we hope you all enjoyed the show,
Yes.
and we
hope
shall
so.
see you all. If oh no, sorry, it went up a little bit. Oh no, it don't matter. I think Cooperman. Yeah, Cooperman's on it. Cooperman's on it. Just getting rid of that Woodbeater. What an idiot he was saying silly stuff. What a loser. So yeah, we're going now. Like I said, people.
We don't want comments
Hope
like that, really.
no, we don't. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I couldn't get to the
Not considering
the monitor. There.
time we've had lately.
Yeah. Woodbeater got ejected. Ejectocito, cuz. Yeah, he's silly. Yeah, Cooper was in the background there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying stuff like that is ridiculous. That's one of my friends you're talking about, you bloody idiot. Don't say that. So yeah, we're gonna go, folks. We hope you all enjoyed the show. Sorry that it is an early one, but like I said, it's a bit unorthodox without Cooper here. Usually he can carry the show a little bit easier than we can. But he needs his rest, and Jean can go and have a nice early brew now and relax.
Yeah.
And I can go home and go feed the cat. So yeah, Gary,
the cat?
yes, feed the cat. Well, a little quick snack before bed. I like to give her,
Oh,
you know, like a few treats.
I didn't know you got a cat.
Yeah, I have a cat. I have Luna Lulu. She's called black and white, a little black and white cat.
We used to have a cat and a dog at
Yeah.
one time when I was little, but
We
have dogs.
My mum wants to get a cat as well, because she lives on her own now.
Oh,
She only has a dog. She gets quite lonely on her own, so she's like she used to have a cat. Before we go, I'll do this. This is my mum. Love cats. If she had one, she'd be like, that cat's driving me up the wall. But she wants one because she loves him, right? It would drive her up the wall, right? It would make her go crazy.
Yeah.
But my mum needs that. That's the way that my mum works.
Would you not work be better with a dog, a little pup?
She has a dog.
Oh, she has a dog.
She has a dog. Yeah, she has a Lhasa Apso.
Oh.
Yeah, she has a little Lhasa Apso. But my mum's the
It's a
type.
bit smaller than mine.
My mum's the type of just a little bit, yeah, just a tiny bit smaller than
I
your
have a big
absolute
dog.
massive dog. Yeah, I think my mum's dog is like one of your dog's legs. So yeah, just not that much though.
No.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah, my mum's the type of person who, if you rang her and went, "Mum, I'm stuck in the middle of a field somewhere," she'd be like, "Oh, for God's sake, I have to go and do it." But she'll come and get you.
Yeah.
Because that's,
Yeah.
mums like to complain, but she'll always
Well,
look
I
out for you.
think all mums do that.
Yes, yeah.
I think all mums
that's
seem to do that.
Oh, got numb bum. Luna's still driving you crazy yet? Well, she's off heat now, so she's not as loud anymore. She's just a big meanie to me now. So my cat, yeah,
Have you not had a scene to?
not yet, not yet. We don't need to yet.
Oh, right.
She's not my cat. She's my girlfriend's cat.
Oh, right. I
Okay,
see.
so it's like I said, it's her decision. I support her, whatever she wants to do. But my cat is not only does it doesn't attack you, it does something worse. It judges you.
Oh, it stands there and judges you.
It stands there and goes,
Mm.
and it'll look. You know what I mean? It'll have those judgy cat eyes. It's a lot worse than when a cat. I'd rather a cat go rah instead of. But if a cat's there just going. Just makes you feel worse about yourself, really. Why is your cat judging me? Yeah, so I've not been to Mark's house in 2 years because of the cat. Yeah, the cat always. Gary comes around and the cat always attacks.
Really?
But I don't think the Luna's. I don't think Luna's just 2 yet. I think she's coming.
Oh,
to.
well, she's only a little baby.
Yeah, she's only a little baby. Yeah, so we're gonna get her sorted out soon anyway.
My
and-
dog is okay, but he always comes when anybody comes
Yeah. Oscar.
between us. Always between us.
Yeah,
Two people.
Every
Never lets
time.
me touch.
every time he'll come and say hello to me,
Yeah.
but he's always there.
Yeah.
Like you're all right
Yeah.
where you are,
But don't.
but that's enough.
Yeah.
Just go up the stairs, please.
That's
That's
right.
that's enough of that for today. Yeah, that's Oscar in a nutshell. He's deaf as well, so it makes it funny. Never wear
Yes.
shorts around Luna. Never wear shorts around
God.
Luna. Well, there you go. You can see it
Oh,
on my
dear
hand.
me.
Callum. Oh, Callum likes the stream. Thank you, Callum. I appreciate that. We're just about
Thank you, Callum.
to leave. Have you just How's
You
Callum?
just joined us.
Callum's dog's not very well as well. He's had pancreatitis. His
Who
dog,
else? Dad?
Callum's dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
a shame.
Callum's dog's not very well at the moment. So he's been recuperating at the moment, and it's such. Do you know it's? Oh, hello, Izzy. Izzy's joined.
Oh,
Gene,
hello,
Izzy.
Izzy.
You can't go now, Izzy. Yeah.
You've come late.
You have. Yeah. Better late than never, I suppose.
Better
Eh?
late than never.
But do you want me to pull this out of the way, Gene? If you just watch your... Right, you ready? If you spin this
Yeah.
around, do this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, thanks.
Look at that. More leg room, there we go.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, Callum's dog's had pancreatitis, so...
Oh.
Hurry up. Be
It's all
careful.
right.
So
Go on,
hurry
go
up.
on.
Be careful, you okay?
Yeah,
Right.
come on.
Make sure you're right. Gary Brown has liked the stream. You've been in there all this time and I was watching Peaky Blinders. She was
Oh,
watching
Peaky Blinders.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
I've not seen Peaky Blinders, but I know that Gary, who's in
Oh,
the...
you want to watch it?
Gary, a lot of people... I've never really... I could never get into it. But Gary, who's in the chat now, Big Man Chunk, he's from where they film it. He's from
Oh,
Dudley.
right, yeah.
Black Country. That's
Black
where he's from.
Country,
Maybe he's a Peaky Blinder. Yeah, so I was saying about Callum's dog. Callum's dog's had pancreatitis, so he's been very ill at the moment.
Not very good, that.
He's been in and out of the vets. So we wish your doggo, if you're watching, Callum, a very best of
Yeah.
very best of well wishes, and hopefully it gets well soon. It's all right, she says about Peaky Blinders. It's all right. Yeah, like I said, I could never get into that. I could never get into Game of Thrones.
No.
I just... Oh, Carl liked the stream. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Carl.
That's
Yeah.
your other son.
He's not been very well.
Has he not? Has
No.
he been under the weather as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been looking after him the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, has he been looking after him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Faye says, hey. Oh, hello again, Faye. I think she's just gone.
Hello, Faye.
She's on Facebook. This time. Did you have your turkey dinosaur? Did you have your one turkey dinosaur in the air fryer that you was going to cook? I hope you did. I hope. Oh, if China's watching, she didn't. That's a lie. By order of the Peaky Blinders is what Carl says. By order of the Peaky Blinders.
That's it.
I can't do it. I'm terrible at doing. But Gary can do it right. Oh, hi China, you all right? Ignore what I just said then about turkey dinosaurs. I didn't say anything. China liked the stream. Thank you, China. It's very kind of you.
Thank
My
you,
Twitch
China.
won't let me comment. I was seeing if this would work. Yeah, it's very strange. I'm not too sure why it's doing that. Some people can't comment, and some people can. I don't know
Is
why
that
that
because
is.
they might be on a different stream?
No, it's the Twitch.
Oh, it's the Twitch.
It's the Twitch. It won't let it comment. I'm not too sure why. It's very very weird, very strange. Busy as he said, I never. Thank you, Faith, for liking the stream. I really appreciate that. Busy said, I never got the hype. Wasn't very interested to watch it, but all the seasons are out now. It just moved. All the seasons are out, and I've watched all of the Netflix, so I gave it a go. Yes, I've watched all of the Netflix. Yeah. Like I said, I never got into it. I could never get into Game of Thrones or anything like that. That was never one that I could. That was never one that I could get into as well.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
I don't know if it was more of a popularity thing. Like people are like, you should watch this,
watch
and
it. When people say that,
you think you have to watch it. Yeah. I did watch a good film not long ago on Netflix, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was a documentary. Netflix. She's completed. Yeah, Izzy's completed Netflix.
Right.
She's got an achievement for it. China said, mine still won't let me either. I'm not too sure. I don't know. China, I'm not too sure if maybe if you have to create a new account on Twitch. Like I said, I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know anything about that side of Twitch. So maybe I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Hopefully it does work soon though. Maybe try a different device or something. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so Izzy's completed all of Netflix. She's watched everything on there. That's an achievement on its own.
That's a big achievement.
That is the biggest achievement you could probably get.
I don't think anybody in the world has done that.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody has. Well, Izzy, we need a new series or something to watch. I watched it's multilingual. It's called 1899.
Oh,
It's about a ship that set sail, and there's a ship before it called the Prometheus that gets lost.
That's right.
Then they go over to see it, and it gets very crazy. But I loved that series. I thought it was really good.
Was that in the Bermuda Triangle? Was that the one?
No. It's very.
There was another one.
It's very trippy. You can watch it, like I said, it's multilingual, so it has all.
Oh yeah.
It's quite good. Carly's being very dramatic. Both of my kids put together are not like this when they are not well.
That applies to all men.
Yeah.
All men are exactly the same.
Yeah. We're gonna.
They want the love of a good woman.
If Mark's watching, he'll write you a prayer in the chat now. Make sure you get better. Make sure that God's not touching you.
Mark's in bed.
Mark's in bed. Yeah, he's also not well. When we all having another game session? I don't know. Well, we can't have one because Cooper's not well, so we can't do that now. Callum has completed Pornhub. That's true. Yeah, that's another great achievement from Honestly, you couldn't make it up. Is Carl that bad when he's ill? Is he? Do you think he just maybe he is?
I don't know.
Maybe Carl is actually that bad, and Izzy's the one who thinks it's not, but it
well,
really
could
is.
Be, could be.
Yeah, see,
Could
see,
be.
you
Never know.
You never know. You never know. Carl actually could be. Yeah. By the time Carl's been ill, Izzy's watched all of Netflix.
Reminder, take my tablets.
Mark, you need to take tablets. This is your reminder. So yeah, everybody who's come in now, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Reminder, take my tablets.
Echo. Is it Echo? Stop.
That one.
There we go. Callum said he's getting back to himself and improving. Just hopefully he keeps getting better. Not out of the woods yet. Sorry, it's because everything's in my way. I'm just gonna move this.
Yeah.
He's getting back to himself and improving. Just hopefully he gets better. Not out of the woods yet. Seems to be getting close. Seems to be getting close to being out of the woods. Like to be getting better. Always nice to see you both tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Me and Jean just sat here, having a. That was Izzy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, just having a nice.
Yeah, I spoke to Izzy earlier on.
Yes. Yeah. Izzy's a nice lady.
She is.
And yeah, I hope you, like I said, Cam, I hope your doggo gets better now. It's not very nice because dogs can't tell you how they feel. Dogs
No.
can't tell you how they're doing. They can't, you
No.
know, and it's not, you know, it's such a shame, you know, that you can't just turn around and be like, well, we'll do this. So you just got to keep your eye on them and just hopefully that they wake up.
I wanted to show you something.
Hopefully you get up and do it. Sorry. Hopefully he gets better soon and wakes up one day waggling his tail, mate. What's this? I'm not going to tear it.
No, it says
In case
In
of an
the
emergency, tear
tear
open
open
wrapper.
wrapper.
What's it? But don't be that person who forgets to order more seriously. Why is an emergency toilet roll?
yeah. There's
Carl,
all sorts of. Some of them are
say it
really
like you
quite
mean it,
rude.
Mark. I'm joking. Mark has some emergency toilet roll here, just in case he has an emergency. Just in case he has an emergency, pull it for an emergency. Jean wanted to make sure everybody knows that Mark has emergency toilet roll up here, just in case something happens.
Oh dear me.
Mark will be watching now like,
Oh,
why
what's
did
she
I tell him
done?
to go on now? Why didn't I just cancel the show?
Yeah.
There's more stuff. We can show you more stuff, but we won't.
Oh yeah, we won't.
Um,
No.
Yeah, Izzy said, say it how you mean it, Mark. I'm just saying. Carl's probably a hypochondriac. But, hey, Izzy. You know, he could actually be on death's door. Could be like Romeo and Juliet. Why? Callum said, thank you. No, you're welcome, Callum. Like I said, doggos are very... I know what sick cats and sick dogs are like. And, you know, it's just when you're there and you're just like, I just want to know. And, yeah, one day you'll wake up and your dog will just be there wagging its tail. It's Jean's show anyway. That's true. We've phased the mark out. I've clocked on to what Jean was doing before anyway. So Mark's gone now. He's ill. He's not ill. He's gone. Jean said I can run the show now, but
For one night.
For one night,
he's on trial.
after
He's only on trial.
when the cameras and stuff, I'll also be ill, and then it'll be Jean. Then it'll be Jean the Queen show. Carl said that's funny. I thought he usually wiped his arse with the curtain.
God.
He usually does. But then Jean was like, you got emergency toilet paper down there, so why don't you just use that? That's what he's doing right now. Yeah, so Jean's
goodness.
plan to get me in. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Are you trying to be the host and then Gary? Are you trying to get Gary in as well? Does Gary get to be the
That
co-host?
was our secret.
Oh, so he's in... Right, okay. It's all
No,
coming
no,
to
no,
fruition
no.
now.
I wouldn't get rid of you, Mark. I wouldn't get rid of you.
You have to say that on camera, but it's a
I
different
would
stuff.
really.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. If you go into Blackpool Town, you're going to see me and Mark just on the streets, like, help us. We need the money to get back to the
Oh,
show.
dear me.
So yeah, it's always been. Everybody knows it's always been Gene's show. That's whether I'm here, whether Mark's here. That's always been the thing. I don't care as long as you carry on with Gaza. Yep, Wednesday is karaoke. That's never going to change. Gary's karaoke. Gary's the main man, the main singer, the main dude. We love Gary and we love karaoke. Excuse me. And we can't do karaoke without Gary, obviously.
But it wouldn't be called karaoke then, would
But
it?
it wouldn't be called karaoke, and it doesn't, nothing else sounds right. You can't have Mark Oki, Cooper Oki. It doesn't sound right. You can have Garyoke though. Yeah, Gary will be here Wednesday, and he'll be blasting those tunes out of that beautiful voice of his, and to inspire us all to be better at ourselves. Yeah, he's better than Carl. Yeah, 100% better. Look, I've seen Carl's videos, right? On YouTube, yeah, and they're actually fantastic. Carl is actually a very talented person, right? But that's inconsequential to what Gary's got, right? Carl and Mark are here. Gene's here. Gary's here, right? He's a cut above the rest, is our Gary. And I think he's moved into his new flat now. Ben, if you're watching, Is he moved into his flat now? I know that he put on Facebook that it was something, onwards and upwards and stuff like that. Blasting out Jesus bangers. All Gary does, yeah, is blast out absolute tunes, absolute bangers. Makes you think about you. He makes you think about life. He's just an absolute godsend, is Gary. And hopefully, like I said, I think he's moved into his new flat, his new box now, and onwards and upwards for him. Yeah, so I'm hoping that he's settled in and stuff, and he'll be here on Wednesday because he's a good guy, Gary. He's actually a good guy. He's too nice sometimes, Gary. He's too nice for his own good. And he's an absolute star. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. It's like I said, it's going to be an early one tonight, folks.
It will be.
An early quiet show. Unless you've got something to talk about, we can. I've got an itchy nose, my God. Unless want something to talk about, then we can talk about it. Unless you want to just speak about whatever you want to speak about. But he's not a virgin anymore, Gary. I mean, I've heard the stories. I've heard rumours, Izzy, right? And talks, right, of this legendary Gaza not the virgin anymore, right? But I just assume that it's just, rumours and hearsay just going around, around the atmosphere. But I've not spoke to the legend himself, so I can confirm nor deny this. Somebody could just be making up a sick story to put us off. Whether he's a virgin anymore or not remains to be seen. But like I said, he'll be here Wednesday, so
You can ask him yourself.
I can ask him myself, yeah. Also, it's just like I said, I heard a rumour from a guy who heard it from a guy who found out in the marketplace that this is where it came from. So like I said, I don't know if the legend is true yet. So I'm going to have to confirm that on Wednesday. If Gary... I think Gary said that he touched like a boobie once and stuff, so that was pretty cool. Carl said he's a virgin.
Born again.
Yeah, born again virgin. He could be a virgin. If he's a virgin, Izzy's got... Izzy's just got 2 kids. 2 kids he needs to explain to Carl if he's this virgin that he talks about.
Yeah.
But we're all virgins, really, aren't we? We all have halos over our heads and wings on our backs, and a red tail. We'll all join. Carl said his Willie is a virgin, but his Carl said his Willie is a virgin, but his bum isn't. Oh my God, that's funny. That's actually kind of good. That one. Yeah.
Could only come from
that's also a rumour that's going around. That also could be true. I'm not too sure. We'll have to ask Callum about that one. But we're gonna go, guys. Anyway, we are gonna go now. We're coming up to 11 o'clock. Everybody, we hope you enjoyed it. Izzy, 11:44, nearly 11:45, 11:48 on that. Yeah. So Izzy, Carl, Faye, Callum, Gary, the Psychedelics, Psychonaut, and everybody else that was there, Wolf in a Cup, China. We hope you've all enjoyed the stream. We apologise for Cooper not being here as well. I know it's a bit out of sync, but
maybe it'll be better for Wednesday.
It'll be, hopefully it is better for Wednesday, yeah. But the show, we thought we'd continue the show anyway. We'd have a little small show tonight. Callum said he's saving himself for Ben, and that is nice. That is nice. You can save yourself for Ben. We can't spin the wheel, because there's I can spin it, but you won't get anything from it.
We're
so
not spinning the wheel tonight.
It's just gonna roll over to Well, we rolled it over to Monday, but like I said, I can't spin the wheel without Cars Mark saying so. So what I mean, he's not that poorly, is he? No, I don't think Carl. I think Carl might be putting it on a little bit, so you look after him a little bit more. He's a cheeky little devil like that. So yeah, we all enjoy. Let me try that one again. We all hope you enjoyed this show,
Yeah.
and we all hope you have a fantastic night.
Mhm.
And if you would like to speak to us, we will be on Discord later. So it is going to be a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me and good night. And sleep well, everybody.
Yes, and all I've got to say is goodbye, everybody. We hope you enjoy it, like I said, and we shall see you on the next stream. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Shit. Shut you, crazy. You're not saying nothing about vegans tonight. Whatever.
Cheese.
We're just going to leave him. We're just going to leave him alone.
Cheese.
Me. Anyway, let's just get this.
No, cheese.
Only Carl says footballers who miss penalties at World Cup should be given a death sentence. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's not a good idea. We'll have to not have that. Thank you very much.
I bet the world's against.
No, it's true. Well, that's only 20%. So I'll go for that. 36. Hey, how about that for maths? I was always good at maths, wasn't I? I was a bit of a nutter, wasn't I? I can't help it, but yeah, I think there you go.
How is that? That doesn't even.
That doesn't work out.
What does it add
36.
up? 20% is VAT.
Yeah.
Well, what's 20% of 10? 2.
Yeah.
So what's 20% of 30? Boris, she will be here, and she'll be pleased that you're here as well, mate. She
looking forward to.
She likes you, mate. She does. I mean, you're a hunky, smooth-talking American. That's how she describes you. And I'm stuck here with these bloody idiots. Jesus Christ! I think I pay him too much. How much do I pay you?
Is your name Boris?
Yeah, that's his name. No, it's not really Boris. Is it?
By no means
It's an
is that my
inside
name.
joke. It's a joke about when we're playing God and that. Over. You know what I mean? That's,
Yeah, we said we
inside
weren't going
joke.
to talk